Today we'll be discussing geometric series, and I am going to be assuming that at the start of this you have already completed the preview activity 8.1.1 for the section on geometric series. So in that preview activity, you examined the level of warfarin in a patient's bloodstream, and you found a formula for Q of N, the level of the drug right before the N plus first dose. So what you found was that, in fact, Q of N was equal to this product, 5 times 0.08 times the sum 1 plus 0.08 plus 0.08 squared plus plus, okay, and our last term was 0.08 to the n minus 1, right? And so this is right, if it's the level of the drug right before the n plus first dose, then this quantity here times 5.08, so this product is the amount of the drug left over from the first dose, and this product here, 5 times 0.08 times 1, that's the amount of the drug left over from the most recent dose. So it turns out, of course, that that quantities like this show up in a lot of different scenarios. And so we'd like to be able to analyze these kinds of sums more generally. And so what I'd like to do is notice the format for this sum is an expression like the following. A plus AR plus AR squared plus plus A times R to the n minus 1, right? And so here what you see is that there's some value, some number R that is being raised to a power in each of the sum ends here, the terms that are being added. And then again, also each of those terms being added has an A in it. So in our case, we have A equals 5 times 0.08, and R is equal to 0.08 for this particular example. So what we'd like to be able to do is to think about terms like this and develop some formulas for summing them up more easily. So that's the first thing we'll do here. So let me go ahead and give that a name. So we're going to call this S sub n. Okay, and what we'll be investigating in the next activity is can we find a nice way to add up this number, right? So notice here that if I really want to compute Qn, I have to add up n different numbers here and multiply by this constant. So it'd be great if we didn't have to add so many times. And so go ahead and pause the video here and add up those or work through activity 8.2.2 on the following page here of your notes, and we'll resume when you finish that.